When was the first time you met Stuart Scott?
So Stuart, I can't tell you the exact time, but I mean the exact day, but I can tell you a couple Stu Scott stories. So in the early days of my broadcasting career at ESPN, I worked at ESPN Radio. So I was a radio producer, and I worked
Okay.
on a show called Game Night on ESPN Radio. And it was on at like 7:00 at night, national radio. So it was on all around the country. And I was the producer for that show. And usually around 9:00 at night, we would call Sports Center, the TV side, and we would say, "Hey, can one of your anchors come over and do a little broadcast hit with us on the radio to promote their show?" And that was usually the 11:00 Sports Center. I'm talking East Coast time here. So the 11:00 Sports Center, 9:00 or so, the anchor would come over, and it was either Rich Eisen or Stuart Scott that would come over every day for about a year because that was their show. And so Stu would come into the studio, and they would, we wouldn't even talk about what was coming up on Sports Center. It was more of just kind of like what we're doing. He would come in the studio, and my hosts, Chris and Chuck, would say, "What's up, Stu? How you doing?" "Hey, I'm good. How are you?" And they would just start talking. And I just remember Stu being just this cool cat. That's how I remember him, just being like a guy who was like, "I'm Stuart Scott, and I'm having fun here every day."